So I think our next presenter is sort of a jack of all trades. We have Jerry Appell, and he is coming to us from Rock in the Classroom. And Jerry is going to talk to us about how older learners can actually use STEM songs to learn about life. So without further ado, take it away, Jerry.
Okay, hello. Can everybody hear me?
You're good to go. I can hear you.
Can you see me?
I can't see you.
All right, should I push start my video? Because that's coming up here.
Yeah, actually, if you...
But I was going to maybe speak before the actual video that I have on there, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, oh, here I am. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
So, hi. So I'm Jerry Appell. I'm the executive director of a nonprofit in Putney, Vermont called Rock in the Classroom. And I'm a former high school teacher in social studies and humanities. So STEM is a little bit out of my lane, but I started this organization about 10 years ago when I was teaching high school, and I would do songs on my acoustic guitar for my class before a test. And one of the things that happened is I was sort of in an existential crisis as a songwriter, because I wasn't so much interested in writing songs about my feelings and my world anymore. I was trying to find a way of writing about subjects I was teaching. And so I started gathering other teachers together and getting ideas for different song topics they might like. And so that led to getting a small grant from Antioch College to make a couple of CDs. And they're in a variety of music styles, a variety of subject areas. And then we started making some YouTube videos. They're kind of not very elaborate, mostly slideshows. But one of the things that we kind of developed into with it was this idea of having sort of getting past age demographics. And in doing that, I have some experience working in community colleges where the typical classroom ranges in age from 17 to 75. It's a very unique kind of environment. So a lot of the songs that we are recording recently kind of we're trying to aim that, make our target audience sort of a general audience. So the video that I've included in this presentation, it's about 13 minutes. So I'm going to try to get out of the way of that, and then maybe if there's time afterwards, I can, I can talk more, answer questions. But there's a song about how to move from your house and some of the calculus, I guess, not exactly mathematical calculus, more psychological, about the decisions you make when you're moving. Then one on how to compute a tip in a restaurant, and then one about executive functioning. So I'm going to try to find a way of getting that video started. Okay, and this video does have information that I kind of just shared with you. That goes about 20 seconds, and then you'll just get a series of 3 songs that basically run the range of what I talked about. Okay.
So, Jerry, I know at the beginning you didn't have any...
Yeah, there's no sound until the songs start, actually.
Okay. Did you click the thing that said your computer audio is linked or whatever?
I think I did.
Okay, perfect. I know. Yeah, I know that the first minute or so doesn't have anything.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. If there's one more of these slides and then the songs start, and if there's a problem, I guess we can fix it then. But I think it should be okay.
Okay.
And thank you all so much for having me here today. I've been really learning a lot from a lot of the presentations this afternoon.
Well, thanks for coming. It's been great.
Yeah, really productive.
Goodbye house, leaving town. No one's gonna see you around. What do you keep? What do you leave behind? 1,000 images in your mind. There's pictures of your mother, pictures of the girl like a fall. Say goodbye. Forward mail to the new address. Label boxes at the UPS. Pay your electric, pay your rent. Taxes to the local government. Fire sale before you say goodbye. Old dreams selling for a song. Disappearing one by one. Video player, water gun. Take the rest to the Goodwill store. Paperback collection and a chair. Norelco stereo, sliding doors. Clothes you're never gonna wear. Secondhand mini Frigidaire. Say goodbye. Moving company standing by. U-Haul rider, local guy. How many days you gonna rent the van? Get the flat rate or the mileage plan. Checking out the dolly with the tie-down rings. Hanging off the corners and the walls. Guiding boxes up the load and ramp. Pull the door, lock the clamp. Out in the driveway on the road. The sun is rising in the sky. Thinking about your heavy load. Hoping you don't break the ties. Hoping you can say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, 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 goodbye. Say goodbye. 100% and be a real man. I'm gonna call the cops for the crime of petty theft. You took a decimal point and moved it one space to the left. I'm gonna take you downtown for the crime of petty theft. You took a decimal point and moved it one space to the left. You act like a cheapskate, yes you do. Your friends were married, still be seen with you. Tell your next girlfriend from the start that you're a stingy Scrooge and you'll break her heart. And hey, guess what, mister? I spanned your soup. Have a good evening. Please come back, y'all. Hope you enjoyed your meal. Do you have a Bayou Grill meal card? Cause every 10th order of ribs and grits is on us, providing that I add my special sauce. Thanks, y'all. Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Executive functioning. A set of cognitive processes necessary for the cognitive control of behavior that facilitate the attainment of chosen goals. Executive functioning is the way to meet the challenges of the day. Make a plan, write a list, so you know that nothing's missed.
Can you move from A to B? Can you count from 1 to 3? If you want to reach your goal, practice all your self-control.
Eyes on the prize, looking ahead, listening to each word that's said. Learn to settle and calm your mind. Things get easy, you will find.
Can you move from A to B? Can you count from 1 to 3? If you want to reach your goal, practice all your self-control.
Goal, delayed gratification,
Emotion, no control.
Organization.
prioritization,
Save for this vacation.
Task.
Initiation.
Planning is due in 3 days.
Time management.
distraction,
Flexibility.
Think.
Impulse control.
Forgot our anniversary?
no,
Say yes.
yes,
Daydreaming.
Time management.
Impulse control.
missed the train. Daydreaming.
Metacognition.
Inside thought?
What?
Why am I here? Success.
No.
Working memory.
Say yes.
Executive functioning is the way to meet the challenges of the day. Make a plan, write a list, so you know that nothing's missed.
Move from A to B. Can you count from 1 to 3? If you want to reach your goal, practice all your self-control.
Eyes on the prize, looking ahead, listening to each word that's said. Learn to settle and calm your mind. Things get easy, you will find.
Can you move from A to B? Can you count from 1 to 3? If you want to reach your goal, practice all your self-control.
Executive functioning is the way to meet the challenges of the day. Make a plan, write a list, so you know that nothing's
Is it necessary?
Daydreaming.
Is it kind?
I hope so.
Daydreaming. No. Daydreaming.
Think.
So I think everybody could take something from each of those songs that you've produced there, Jerry. Definitely some good life lessons there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of a jack of all trades. So, we're not really, there's always the danger in doing these songs since none of us are really, except in the humanities. I have a background in literature and history. When we delve into some of the other subject areas, there is always the risk of getting something factually incorrect. So I'm always trying to do fact checking when we produce these, but it's a lot of fun. And we've had some, we share these videos. They're on YouTube, so they're not anything that we make money from, but we like the fact that educators will use those. And I was interested in the last presentation, it occurred to me that I ran across a couple of our songs where somebody actually did really look at the metrics or look at the, how that might be implemented into a classroom. Sort of at our end, we don't always, we're looking at it more of as an aesthetic product, and hopefully, someone will find it useful.
Yeah, and one of the things that actually, a question that I had for you that a lot of people kind of chimed in on is the idea that music is actually often used and promoted as a strategy for younger students to learn, but it almost seems like once people hit a certain age, maybe like the middle school level, it's no longer really promoted. And I think what you're doing is actually really cool. And a lot of people have said that, it works just as well for older learners. And so is there a reason that you chose older learners?
Well, yes, thanks for asking that, because when I first started this project 10 years ago, and people would ask me, I would say I'm writing educational songs now, and they would say, children's music. And it occurred to me that there really wasn't a whole lot. I'm sure there is more now, but when I started, I didn't see a whole lot of songs generated either for all ages or for older individuals, lifelong learners. And it strikes me that we all learn from song. And, I usually run into people constantly that'll say, well, I remember I'm Just a Bill from Schoolhouse Rock. And that was how many, and that'll be 40 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say that's 35. That's when I remember it from.
And it's interesting is that you're absolutely correct. In middle school, it seems that, and there's other things that I haven't been in a high school or middle school in several years, but when I was there, I did notice that when I would do songs to review for tests with students or do songwriting activities with them, I would get colleagues that would think that this was just a fun activity. It was a break and something that you would do in elementary or middle school, but not in high school or college. Yet, I did my own, informal analysis of it. And I did see that test scores were improved when we would do a review song the day before. And it may be because it just would relieve stress. But I do believe that all ages benefit from that.
Absolutely. And you're getting some comments here about, it can work at any age. So we have somebody that says that they sing to their graduate students. I sing in my high school classroom. I'd actually like to go up in a rap battle at some point with Mary McClellan. We both use the same song, so that might be kind of interesting at the high school level. But yeah, we're seeing lots of comments here that, don't forget that fun learning is learning. And it seems that there must be some connection there just between the music that makes it fun to a certain extent. And in some ways, maybe unpredictable. It's that element of surprise that you're not expecting it when you are, 17 or 35. And that actually makes it quite entertaining.
Right. I wonder, and you would know more about this, and those of you who currently are high school teachers, I go out into high schools as a dual enrollment coordinator for a community college in New Hampshire, and I'm finding there's a larger number of schools, at least in my part of the country, in Vermont and New Hampshire, that are using proficiency or competency-based assessments. And maybe that relieves people from those summative examinations. And so that because maybe people aren't teaching to the test as much as they used to be, and I don't know if that's true, it might open up opportunities for more activities where you're doing reflections on material rather than memorizing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, definitely. And actually, I think you'll enjoy Mary's presentation. Mary is a high school teacher, and she has kids that will sit there and recite certain things in their brain, and she's going to talk a little bit about that. But definitely,
Okay.
I think that there is that component of that unexpectedness that actually makes it an active form of engagement that's just totally different. And so I think you're onto a great thing. And if anybody's interested, Jerry also has a great song about how to write a will, which is honestly my personal favorite from each of those. So don't hesitate to contact him if that.
Very depressing tune. I didn't want to share it today.
Well, the moving one really got a few reactions, so I thought I'd throw the will one in there while we were at it. So.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. This has been a great, I just want to say I've been doing this for a few years now. And when I started, I did not see the number of resources that are out there now. And this conference has really inspired me
Awesome.
to seeing all the people that are involved in this sort of approach to education.
Awesome.
It's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
And like, if you want to actually send the link tomorrow, even if people didn't register, they can still join our conference. So if you know anybody and you want to say, hey, come see what we're doing. So that's great.
Yeah. And will I be able to see tomorrow? I'm going to be on the road a bit for my job. So will I be able to, I think I did read something about that I'd be able to kind of tune in later and see something archived. Yeah, because I definitely want to see I looked at the program for the rest of today and tomorrow, and I definitely want to see everyone.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you considering older learners and how music can be used sort of for lifelong learning, not just when you're little and learning how to tie your shoes. So we appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a quick edutainment break, and when we come back, we're going to have a video poster.